Golden Goose. In a village, there lived a man and his wife with their 3 sons. The 2 sons were loved. But about the youngest son, people would say, "Oh, he's just foolish Freddy." One day, the eldest son was sent to the forest to fetch wood. His mother gave him a pancake and some wine. On his way, he came upon a dwarf who asked him, "Will you share some food with me, sir?" "Why should I?" said the eldest son rudely and went off. He was chopping the wood. The axe slipped suddenly and cut his arm deeply. He couldn't carry the wood back home. The next morning, the second son went to fetch the wood, carrying some cake and wine. He too found the dwarf, but refused to share any food with him. He chopped some wood, but the axe slipped, cutting his leg deeply. He too returned without any wood. Foolish Freddy offered to fetch the wood the next morning. His mother gave him a dry loaf of bread and some beer. He also met the dwarf, who asked him for some food. Freddy was a kind fellow. "I've only got some bread and beer," he said. "You're welcome to share it." He opened his bag. To his surprise, he found a large cake and some delicious wine. They had a wonderful meal. "Your kindness deserves a reward." Pointing to a tree, the dwarf said, "Cut down that tree. You'll find something." Then he vanished. Freddy cut the tree down. Under it, he found a fat goose with golden feathers. He forgot about the wood and walked back home with the goose. Soon it was dark, and he stopped at a farm to rest. The farmer's 3 daughters saw a golden goose and longed to get its feathers. They waited till they thought Freddy was asleep and crept into his room. The goose's golden feathers glowed in the dark. The eldest sister grabbed its tail and found herself stuck to it. The second one tried to pull her away, and she too got stuck. The third one thought she would help and found that she too was caught. Freddy awoke early and, picking up the goose, he walked off, with the 3 sisters dragging along behind him. The village priest saw them. He tried to pull the youngest one and got stuck. The sexton of the church saw his priest going down the road and ran to him. But soon, he too was being dragged along. Freddy walked on through the fields. The priest called out to a couple of farmers working there to help. They rushed up, but found that they were stuck to the long line. Freddy, quite unaware of the people following him, walked into the town. At the palace window sat the princess who had never smiled. The king had said that she would be married to the one who could make her smile. Suddenly, the princess went off into peals of laughter. Seeing Freddy, the goose, and the people being dragged behind him, Freddy looked up and laughed back. The spell broke. Freddy could marry the princess, but the king was upset because he didn't want her to marry such a poor, foolish fellow. So he played a trick on him. "Find a man to drink all the wine in my cellar in one day," said the king. Freddy went to the dwarf for help. He said he would do it. The dwarf drank up all the wine in the cellar, but the king was still unhappy. "Bring a man to eat all the bread there," he said. pointing to a huge pile of loaves in the yard. Freddy ran to the forest to find the dwarf once again. The dwarf agreed immediately. By evening, not a single loaf was left. But the king had thought of another trick. "Get me a ship that can move on land as well as on the sea, and you shall marry the princess then," said the king. Freddy went looking for the dwarf again and told him about the impossible task. "I can do that," said the dwarf. Freddy returned to the palace with the ship made by the dwarf. It had sails to move on the sea and wheels to move it on land. The amazed king knew that he was defeated. The princess married Freddy, and none dared to call him Foolish Freddy. He was Prince Ferdinand.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.